Welcome to the Highly Focused Podcast. I go by the name of Brother Terry.
And it's your boy NTP, now chocolate. Ooh,
this man is back looking like a whole Dominican right next to me.
I was out there dancing, but we'll talk about that later.
Yes. Yes. As you can see, someone is
very high
tanned.
Highly darkened.
You're right. Highly melanated and highly focused.
Facts. Big facts.
We highly focused on that. What did I say we call that? That I-95.
That
99 cocaine cookies. That I-95. The whitest cookies ever. Yes, but and we're going to see where this episode takes us.
Yes, it's going to take us for a long ride. It's going to be a travel.
We shall see. But we're going to get right into it. We're going to start off how we normally do.
All right, so we're going to start off with the high quotient. Y'all know what it is.
Okay.
All right, so what shitty situation will be more tolerable when you're high? I think vacation is definitely better high. I'm going to throw that out there.
Everything is...
But like when you're dealing with like other people's personalities, different countries, I feel like when I'm hot. But last time I went on vacation last year, I felt, because I took a pen, I felt like I was able to like
enjoy it more. More sociable,
meeting more people, not so much in my like
your own
overly protective bag, like making sure everything. I think being outside the country is not a shitty situation, but it's a situation that can get shitty quick. So when you're higher, you can kind of see things, you know, and then you're also like calmer. So it's like, oh, you're just rolling. You're not really finding yourself in shitty situations where when you're like not high, you gotta always be like, everything is like on point. You gotta be ready to fight for your life.
You gotta be ready to fight for your life. I would hope not. Dude, why are you on vacation and it's a shitty situation?
It just gets it's a very...
Sometimes it can get to that point.
It's not a shitty situation. So I think it's more like the things that can go shitty. So like the delays.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So waiting 5 hours for your plane that was supposed to be there, you want to be high. You want to be highly focused on that.
Yes.
Things like, you know, traveling outside of your resort. Things like that, because you hear certain things that you're always kind of like, maybe, but once you get to like, you know, get to excursion, you're fine. But like, it's this little thing. Are you? I mean, you still gotta be, but you're having more fun than you are like,
I'm joking,
in a sturdy situation. But
facts. Me, I would think just being somewhere longer, like you kind of said, being somewhere longer than I would have to be. Airport, from waiting on a train or something like that, train station, work.
Period.
Gotta be there longer than I gotta be. Probably.
That's a shitty situation.
If I was highly focused, but I probably would not be, because that wouldn't be the responsible thing.
Listen,
or would it? If you know yourself.
If you know, listen. I feel like if you know your dosage and you follow your dosage, like, and it's hard to know your dosage. Somebody can prescribe your dose, but that ain't real. I feel like you need to know yourself. You need to know how many of this will get me to the point where I'm not fucked up at work. I'm more highly focused. And then if you can repeat and recycle that, like, you can show that you are doing. I've been high. What you telling me? I've been doing this.
Let's come back to that. I think because I recently read I don't know if I read an article or if I listened to something, and they were talking about like people that get high at work. But I want to talk about it, but I want to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Right. We'll put it in there for later.
What would be the most exciting race to watch that doesn't currently exist? So they have an example here, and it's a Healy race.
A Healy race? Oh, like an actual race. Okay.
You gotta give me yours first.
I want to say like some dumb, like a cartwheel race or like a It's a surfboard race. I don't know. Some type of something dumb that like somebody really can't do for real, for real.
This is
a zip line race. No, somebody could really win that. Somebody could bust their ass in that.
in a what race?
In a zip line race.
Oh, zip.
Yeah, somebody could check in that. Hurry up! Somebody could check in that.
Bruh, we might be on vacation mode, but I'm gonna say getting through the airport.
Okay. That's a whole maze,
Who can
bro.
get to the plane? And I'm talking about getting to their seat the fastest.
Right. Buckled up and everything.
Because you gotta wait for your gate. You gotta go through TSA. You gotta go through customs. You gotta be the fastest nigga through there. How? How do you go fast through that shit? Without busting that line,
bro.
Without getting tackled by TSA,
without bumping 3 motherfuckers on your way,
without disrespecting. Yeah, like you gotta be real savvy with it, and you gotta get a meal. It's gonna be like a test. Like you gotta go get a meal.
Facts. Nah, that's
you gotta be the first one in and out.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I like that. All right, so last but not least, so what modern day invention would you think society would be better off without?
Modern day invention?
Yeah.
Delivery.
Okay. That's a solid one. That's a solid one.
Food delivery,
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah. That's what yeah. I know what you meant. Yeah, food delivery. People need to be up and out, but
go be people.
Go be people.
Go be people. Go get your food from the person that made it. Have a stranger touching your shit. This middleman, this middle woman touching your shit.
Right.
Get to you. That's cross contamination.
And if they had, that's cross contamination. Yeah. Companies should be delivering their own food. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
I'm not knocking people who do it, but
yeah,
to answer your question, I feel like just to be more more personal, I guess.
Facts, real shit. Modern day invention that you can do without. I was gonna say something like shit that they're making that shouldn't be.
Microwave. That shit killing people. Shitting people. I ain't gonna do no conspiracy shit today.
I don't do microwave.
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody really uses them Jones anymore.
Really,
like,
that might be mine.
Yeah,
I really
you can go, Mr. Microwave.
Mr. Microwave. Mr. Coffee, Mr. Microwave.
You can go.
I would throw that, but yeah, you got mine. I really don't use that shit. Like I stopped using it.
Like that shit
put my shit in the oven.
Yeah,
like come on, $3.50.
Food tastes way better. Number one, and it's safer. Come on.
Y'all know the black. What's the black number to do anything? $3.50. If you don't put it $3.50.
Yeah. Mind to take your time.
You better set a timer. Stop playing with me.
Like Jesus. That's funny. Those are good ones.
Yeah, that was mine. 3.
I guess we could jump right into what we were talking about earlier. Is people getting highly focused at work. And I was reading an article because it was a podcast. That's what it was. I don't know what the podcast was. I ain't even hating.
It wasn't ours.
Yeah, I'm not even hating. I really don't remember. But they were saying some people like who are like heavy smokers, they would feel like they would have to, you know what I mean, take a bowl hit or something like that after like a long or stressful meeting or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of people said that they found themselves like it took them longer to get back into the flow of their day and stuff like that. Also, I did read that, or I heard that for certain people, now this depends on the type of individual that you are. Of course, you gotta know yourself, tolerance level, and things of that nature. But to other people, it really helped them throughout their day. And I think mainly they were talking about like actually having breaks. Like you have your little 10, 15 minute break or something like that, going out and actually doing that. I would never do nothing like that.
I have.
I mean, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
I'm more of a in the morning when I first wake up. You know what I mean? I'm going through my routine, meditating. Like that's a part of my routine or something like that. It helps me throughout my day. You know what I mean? But I also don't work. I didn't work in a place where I could feasibly do that for real.
Got you. Yeah. So with me, it
comfortably.
I needed it. Just because, and I dosed it out.
With both sides.
Yeah, I dosed it out for a reason. My biggest thing that it helped me, and I noticed that it helped me, was with social situations, because I have to be on when you're at work, and when I'm not highly focused, I tend to be closed off and very like
Chill.
like by myself. But they kind of help with more social situations, kind of being part of the team. And then also, I'm a big puzzle ball. So when I get a task, that helps me.
Yeah,
and
helps
that's
you
why
focus.
I built up in the ranks quickly at that job. Because it was like they seen that I can get these tasks done even, and they probably knew that I smoked a little bit, but not a lot, because I didn't. After you smoke a lot, you don't get red eyes. You just have a different way about you. But they kept giving me better tasks and kept giving me, like, you know, bumping me up in the ranks because they can see my problem solving skills were definitely on point.
And to what the people were saying in the article, or whatever, like, again, you have to know yourself, and you have to know what works for you.
And you can't go overboard. You
Exactly.
really got to know your tolerance.
I've said it before, and I say it again. I'm sativa heavy boy all day.
Right. You definitely got to have a sativa when
I
you
know
at work.
myself, which is why we on what we on,
Right
even
now.
though we calling it Night Not Cooking
They're not
Cookies.
cooking
It's really
cookies.
White 90. It's really White 99 and
The white, no.
White Tahoe Cookies.
White Tahoe.
White Tahoe Cookies is the indica dominant hybrid, and the White 99 is sativa dominant. So it kind of
Okay.
balances me personally out for, you know what I mean, a situation like this. Helps me be more talkative on social and stuff like that.
Facts. I
so
feel
if y'all
more talkative.
See, I have the raps for whatever reason. Just blame it on
Blame it on the goose.
cooking.
Feel me?
That's what I'm going with. That shit is hilarious.
Got this beat on. All right.
But
I'm highly focused, y'all.
As you
I'm
should
glad y'all here with us.
as you should be. I did want to talk to you, bro, because there's a lot of serious things going on in the world, bro. I know you were out and about, but I know before you did, you are aware that the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe vs. Wade. You do
Yes.
know what that is?
I am very, very much aware.
Okay, cool.
I'm very, very much aware.
What now? My question to you is, and bear with me, what the fuck is going on in the world? I need an answer, bro. That don't make sense. First of all, I don't understand how a group of men. Speaking as a man,
As a man.
I feel like I have the right to say this. I don't see how a group of men can sit in the room and make a decision on what the majority, or not even the majority, of what all women can do with
their
their
body.
bodies. You're not a woman. First of all, you don't even have the right to even be in the room. Get out and shut the fuck up. That don't concern you.
Facts. Facts. Big facts.
Secondly, if any women did vote on no bullshit like that, it shouldn't be your choice as to what another person does with
To their
body.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing.
So F you too.
You shouldn't be you should not have a choice on what somebody does with their body. It's this whole follow the leader shit. I want to do with my body what I want to do with my body. Once that body, if you just make your own choice. I feel like it's just one of those things where
Are you hearing some of the ridiculous shit though that people are saying? Well, bro, I don't even be on social media, but the things that I get sent to me pertaining to this topic specifically, it's unbearable. Like, seriously. I don't even understand.
that video about
This is just for white men. I'm gonna say it on July 4th. I don't go for this is just for white people. This is for white men specifically. They made this dumbass shit.
and I'm glad that there's states that are upholding, the women's choice to
Like,
do what they want, and they're also holding refuge to other, people from other states coming over,
Yeah, facts.
and then also companies that are paying for these elections,
Yes.
electoral
These choices. They're paying for these choices.
Yeah, they're paying for these choices that these women have made for themselves. So there's people that's going in the right direction. We see it as a country, and my biggest thing is I don't like people deciding for a group of people.
Yeah, bro,
We are how many people live in America that y'all are deciding what each individual wants? Like, you cannot do that. You can't. I want what I want. I want this. Until that baby is out, maybe that's how they want. That's their choice.
This is, and I've never You know, I'm not political boy at all, because I don't even want to get all into that shit, because it's going to bother my soul. But like, we have to be intentional and start looking into our city congressmen and congresswomen and things like that, and start voting on the city level and stuff like that. Because clearly the presidential shit don't matter, and it don't mean shit.
We need to start. They need to literally start. We as a people,
put that shit in school.
We need to start looking into our local elections. And I don't even do it, but I it's because they don't make it as public as like the presidential elections.
You know,
they try to keep it under wraps.
Exactly. You know how they make stupid shit like gym mandatory and all these other things. Why don't you make learning how to vote on a city level
and making it a priority?
Why don't you make that shit a priority? But you got niggas.
They don't want you to. They don't want you to vote them out.
Still,
they don't want you voting nobody out. And here's my thing too. And this will go into our next subject. But how are you gonna force more children to be born and have no way of feeding them? There's a shortage of formula.
Facts. You have women.
Like it's like right before there was a shortage of formula. Like but we want y'all to have more babies.
Makes no sense. There are literally women that are donating and women that are selling their breast milk.
And they have to, because there's women who cannot breastfeed. They can't. There's something in them that they just can't
y'all
do.
Women that are doing what y'all need to do to support them. Real shit. But that's
which
crazy.
Also goes back to the slavery when Mammy was breastfeeding your babies.
Everybody.
Oh, sorry. Back to the
July 4th.
July 4th. Thank you, Mammy.
Whatever fuck that means.
But yeah, shout out, like you said, shout out to the women who are
Facts, man.
Out here doing their thing, even if it's like protesting, even if it's going like doing everything with your own resources to kind of help other women within these times. We salute you, as long as it's not illegal.
And even if you gotta do a little bit of illegal shit, on the slide. I ain't even mad at you.
Make sure you slide to the cities that it ain't illegal. And then slip back. But yeah, just keep going. Like I personally vote that women do what they want with their own body.
I personally vote that everybody mind their goddamn business and let everybody do what they want to do with their body and whatever else they want to do.
Period. As long as you're not hurting somebody else. Want
to do it with. That's their business.
If you're not hurting another person, you're not hurting my feelings. You're not hurting me physically. I shouldn't have to vote on what you are doing with your body. I have no vote on it because you're not hurting me.
I don't have a horse in that race. Anybody with a penis don't have a horse in that race.
And all these children coming up missing. But can people just have
missing children?
Is missing children?
Where these kids at?
And they want us to have more babies. Missing children and more babies.
What is going on in the world, bro? I don't be watching the news, bro.
Is the economy about how many people we have, or is the economy about how long we live? That's my question for y'all. I'm not going in it, but I just want y'all to answer the question. Is the because I don't know.
Say it again.
Is the economy about how many people are in the country, or how long they live? Because if we could keep having babies, it's just more birth certificates, more evidence of people who have been born in this country. Or is it how long we live? Like, I think if it was how long we live, then they would make sure that we stay alive and, get rid of guns and not have shooting up in schools.
That's what they saying.
I'm confused.
But we can't even get all into that because we already know who watching.
Bro,
feds be watching, bro.
But what we say?
If I could tell y'all
God got us.
Yeah, God got us. If I could tell you, if I could say some of the weirdest coincidences that have been happening lately,
Facts.
Based off some of the things that have been said aloud. It's crazy, for real.
It's facts.
But no, on that note, we gonna move on to a lighter, softer, safer note.
Back to the sweet
side. Let me know if you have any parking blessings.
Parking blessings. So I'm gonna say vacation blessings, even though we
early in the day shit.
But yeah, I definitely
complain first.
Chocolate blessings.
Man.
I definitely vacation is needed. It's great to get out of the mundane. I love my city. When I get back, I feel like I'm welcome. But definitely being able to go out. I'm definitely going to have more and more trips coming up. And then there's a new segment called 7 Days in 7 Minutes, because now we're doing reviews on places we go to.
Okay, that sounds like a plan to me. Parking blessings for me. I would just say I had time to myself and just time to reflect and put things in perspective. It's always good to sit back and relax. Wasn't on vacation, but it kind of felt like one. Not even gonna hold you.
Nice.
Just me and the missus was chilling, just talking about future plans and stuff like that. So,
Amen.
real good time.
That's what's
It's always a blessing.
That's what's up.
Right. So let me tell you something. Speaking of shoes, my man, he's not even my man. The president, Biden, who fell off his bike recently. I keep saying it because he busted his ass.
He's busting his ass.
Out here on road with busting his ass.
Falling.
Well, because he like 83 years old.
They be picking the oldest people to run the country.
But no, he said something about this $6 billion loan forgiveness.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
I'm trying to get in the mix for real. But
I think my job's is done. They wait till I'm done to start forgiving people.
Bruh, I'm gonna just randomly say I don't even think. I want to know: do you think something like this will always be in place, or do you think this is just for the time being, or do you think they'll continue to do like loan forgiveness for people in the future? Because me personally, I feel like college is just entirely too damn expensive. So like you got to do something. And I feel like the old way that the loan borrowers were getting their money back was like damn near. They said it was like 90. It was like high 90% of people that didn't repay their money back.
Makes sense.
Because the shit was just almost impossible.
Yeah, so I believe this is a form of reparations.
Okay.
We talked about this earlier.
We did.
I think it definitely brings into us kind of forgiving and having our but they're not going to say it's reparations. That's just me. I'm not going to use those words.
Not going to say that.
But education, we said, should be free anyway.
It's not just
and
for
I think
black people.
It's not going to be just for black people. This is America. We are this land of
Everybody
white people
except
too.
black.
White people too.
Everybody except black.
It better be white people involved. If they can't get it, we can't get it. Right? So it's just another form. And I'm not. I want us as black people to not look for reparations. I want us to just take things like this as in our head, like, okay, this is just them helping us out. Don't try to like put any stigmas on it, because I want them to be like, hey, like my loans are being forgiven. So basically I did get a free education. Let me not harp on the bad things. Let me harp on the good things. Let me be like, this is helping us out. So I want it to be a continuational thing. I want there to be. I want the government to be paying colleges for education. Like if you're Harvard because you have the better education, whatever, you can still be selective and y'all can still do your process. But why can't we just do it for free? You know what I mean? If I'm going to community college or if I'm going to Harvard.
America ain't free. It's all about $1. Happy July 4th.
It is. That's what we were talking about. And
whatever that means. Happy July 4th.
Oh yeah. Happy July. Happy Freedom Day. No.
What?
Happy Independence.
Who's independent?
Nigga, ours from the fucking.
I guess.
Shackles.
That was last month, nigga.
The shackles of the British, man.
Right.
It was shackled in the British.
And this is called colonizer day. That's what I'm calling it. Medical marijuana, man. Cost average, do you think it's going up, going down? Do you think it's staying the same while gas prices is fluctuating? Gas is actually going down, but
yeah, it's kind of going down a little bit. It went down 3 cents when since I left.
My shit was going down a lot. My bad.
Okay.
But back to like marijuana average cost, because we looked at Jones not too long ago and saw that. No, you said you went to Jersey and saw a wild price.
Yeah, wild price difference.
The differences between like recreational and this. And I feel like we spoke about it previously too.
They are getting you.
They robbing people.
Yo, I was looking at the medical first because I was just.
Why is it a difference?
Why is it a difference?
Like, what do you mean? Like, why is it a difference?
They was doing $25 A's, $27, $30. I was like, oh, I can probably get 2 real quick. Nigga said, oh, you were on the medical. I was like, oh, switch over. The lowest thing was $45. After that, it jumped right up to 60. I mean, like, it was on like 3, they were 45, and then jumped right up to 60.
That's crazy. And you know it's that bullshit too. Not even bullshit.
It was actually strong. It was strong.
Oh,
But it was still like the shit in any other dispensary.
right.
So I don't know how the medical is. I feel like the medical might have been low grade. I don't know what y'all doing at that medical side
Yeah, I don't know what's the
to
difference.
allow the price to be that low. But I think we looked it up and it was something about they're
Maybe
taxing people on recreation. They're taxing dispensaries on recreational because it since became recreational. So it's like 8 taxes and then there's another tax that like
in New Jersey.
optional for the county you're in or some bullshit.
Bro. Niggas is not making bread doing that.
Here's the thing.
Not for a minute. You go and make bread, but that's a long run move. Like just owning a joint like that, like considering it's too much. It's too much of a. I don't want to say it's too much of a hassle, but they make it damn near too much of a hassle.
In these different states, yeah.
Yeah, it's too many different laws and stuff like that. It's way too expensive to even get started and shit like that. And even when you have the bread, like sometimes like motherfuckers just still wouldn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not look out, but like still wouldn't invest in. Even when you got the capital, you can still get the door closed in your face.
Facts. By the state.
By just because of the way you look.
Yeah,
You know what I
facts.
mean? Like shit still not meant for us. That's how I look at it. I look back in the it always remind me of like back in the day, like neighborhoods wouldn't allow black people, like suburbs wouldn't allow black people to live there. And you can have all the qualifications, but your skin tone ain't the right qualification. You know what I'm saying? And there were laws in place to stop black people from moving in certain areas and stuff like that. There are laws in place that'll stop black people from owning businesses such as a dispensary. You know what I mean? Like those things still exist. They just in different avenues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's no difference to me.
Facts.
Happy July 4th, though.
Speaking of shoes, I do have a speaking of shoes off of that. I was watching this video on, kind of Black history, and they were saying how in white neighborhoods, they used to bring black people in, and then like it was just basically to scare the white people to sell their houses. Like, yeah.
It's just crazy, bro.
But just let us live, and we will. That's what it is. We will. We're just gonna continue to live great. We're gonna continue to live great lives. We're gonna continue to be blessed. We're gonna continue to own our own businesses, even if we gotta jump through all these hoops. Guess what? We're gonna do it the right way because we've been taught that we gotta work 6 times harder to get the same thing, and guess what? We still fucking do it.
No,
Thank you. Vacation. I watched everybody, and the blackest nigga there was working the hardest. Why? Because he knew I'm on it. I gotta work harder than everybody else here. And my mom pulled out, like, our waiter never came to our table. We tipped him on the way out.
Facts.
We was like, yo, your section, we seen you walking around giving coffee, tea, water. You was doing it all. We was like, nigga, get this money. Get this money.
Get this, you better stop playing.
Stop playing with me.
But no, that's real good shit though. That's good to hear.
Facts.
But back to this medical marijuana, and I only want to bring it up just because. Do you think it's packaging that got a lot to do with it?
Absolutely. We talked about this. That's how it went up.
Jars, because I notice different things when I go. Like sometimes I've gotten something, it's come in bags one time, and then another time it's come in like jars. Oh, it's my fault. But like, I don't know, I think like the packaging is really hiking them prices as well.
And what they used to do, and I don't know if you noticed it, but they would package it. They would put the package in the cost in the beginning, and then when you go back and pay the same price, it would be in a bag.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they recoup that cost by giving you a bag this time.
Right.
Of that jar that you was like, yo, the reason why is because this jar made it look so much better, and I was willing to pay that 50, that 45 because it looked good. Now it's like, yeah, you paying the same price,
That little stink ass bag.
For that bag.
For that bag. That's
for that
right in the
plastic
trash when I
joint
take my shit out.
that we used to be hype about. The plastic jar, let's save all them jars. Now we like, yo,
Shit like
these
this,
jars,
that's all
I
it
need to
is.
save them.
Yeah, real right, bro. That's a whole investment.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. It's like they're recouping a lot of costs within packaging. They're raising prices because of packaging. It's
To that, weed price is not going up.
they're not.
That's what I read. Like, they not going up. The dispensary price is not going up. That shit was just regular. Where you was like, that's gonna be the regular smuggler there.
Yeah.
But overall, like, I've been looking, like, I don't pay no more. Like, I'm looking at prices. Nothing is higher than and it's the same thing.
No niggas is not niggas, but just people. But like, we talked about the cost of CBD to THC weed and why are they so similar is because it's the same cost to grow plants, right? The only thing that gas prices are going up, but how much does it cost to deliver weed from one place to another? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the only cost that's really going up. Is
Some places still not delivering, like weed places.
Oh.
They still not doing delivery due to COVID.
Oh, I mean,
Weird to me, but whatever, niggas.
that's just they
They
tired
don't
of
want to
people-
do that no more.
They tired of people stealing nugs out.
It gotta be that. Like, I don't know what it is. But damn, I had it speaking in shoes, but I forgot it right quick. Oh, I sent you an article. Oregon, they banned.
Oh yeah, the Delta 8.
Yeah, bro.
I was gonna bring that up too. So
speaking of shoes.
I agree. I didn't know too much about Delta 8. I understand the whole molecular structure shit. I just want weed. now it's just like, just give me my THC. I don't want.
Doing like, I told you, they was putting like a whole bunch of weird additives, some weird stuff. It just wasn't worth it. But we don't gotta go. I'll talk to you about that, John. Fine, but yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I don't agree with that choice of the Oregon banning it because there is businesses that are going downhill because of that, and I don't condone messing with a small business. If y'all told them it was legal, why change the rules? But I do agree that there needs to be more warning, there needs to be more research, and there needs to be, just like cigarettes have warning labels on it, there needs to be a slap sticker on it. If kid, let them sell it, just slap a sticker. And if they're still doing vapes, they're still selling people vapes, and people are throwing all this smoke, and they're still having lung problems. Right. But there's certain things that y'all don't want. So it's like y'all picking and choosing. Pick which one.
Yeah, we want alcohol. We don't want marijuana.
Yeah, like we want you to drunk and drive, but we don't want you to chill on your couch.
Right.
I'm confused.
Don't make sense to me. That's all I'm saying.
Crashing on the couch and crashing your car.
Why ain't he on that?
Unless we bring it back.
Right. Why ain't they on down now? Let me know what you've been listening to. If you have any repeats, recycles, or something of that.
Try
nature.
Jesus.
Okay.
Please don't try me.
You went up in your
Because I find. Oh yeah, I was on
Shout
that.
out to Toby.
Toby Nagwe?
I'm not even.
No Wigwe. No Wigwe.
Okay.
Yes.
I just know
Toby
who
No
you meant.
Wigwe. But yeah,
Toby
that
and
joint.
Fats.
Try Jesus. Please don't try. No, the song's called Try Jesus, but that John,
Yeah, please don't
definitely a repeat when you in your bag. And then I got Liberation by Sir.
Oh, not by Outkast?
No, not that one. Not that one. And then last but not least, Lit. Yeah, Boss.
Feel the buzz.
J. Cole. K Quick. Oh, that was an oldie but newie, but
That's oldie but newie. Oldie but newie.
that joint. When I was
repeat
sitting there,
recycle.
I had to.
No, that's a good joint.
That's a good list right there. But yeah, that was my bag for the week outside of my Dominican music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard it sounded like a poppy making a cheese steak
Right?
in the back.
Papi!
Right, like, alright, what was I listening to? I was listening to some old head shit, not even gonna lie.
Old bag.
I was listening to that Ecstasy by Ohio Players. I was listening to that Stevie Wonder. I I was listening to that. Damn, I can't get all my secrets.
What Stevie Wonder was you listening to? Give me a song.
I forget. Ass? I forget.
Ass.
Damn. Ass. I forget.
Ass.
No, not ass. Stop. I wish Stevie Wonder would have made that. Ass. No, A-S. I forget. A-S. One S.
One S. And a dollar sign. Stevie about to get sampled.
Facts. Stevie out here getting to it. Okay, I see you, bro.
Yo, that's funny.
Oh, man. I was listening to... Damn, what was we just... Oh. Shout out to Godfather of Soul, James Brown. Big payback. Rest in peace to James Brown. Also, rest in peace to my grandmama.
Yes.
Because that was amazing.
Shout out to James Brown.
I don't like to get ready
The
for
first
personal
rapper.
business. That's a fact.
The first rapper.
He just got on there and just started ad-libbing.
Yo, he just felt the beat.
Real shit and just started saying stuff. And LaFleur. by Minnie Riperton. I was debating if I wanted to give y'all my personal business.
Because I ain't really hear you. I ain't even get to hear the personal. How y'all get it?
Man, I wasn't even sure like if I wanted to dip into my stash like that. Like
Nice.
But no.
Nice.
Yeah, I was just in my feel good bag. Just like music that, you know, when you listen to you have to move. Like you can't sit still when you listen to that type of music for real. So I was just I was really in my
The old school music.
Old school
has
playing
you-
shit, bro.
That has you fucking moving.
That's what I'm saying.
You could just be sitting still and be like,
Should make you just want to clean the crib or something.
Right.
For real. Just make you want to be active.
facts. Facts. That's the old school sativa.
Facts.
Get you up in the morning. That's why Mama was playing that song.
Saturday morning, get your ass up and clean. We gonna throw this
Listen.
Patti LaBelle on all that.
Get up.
Get your ass up. Do that bathroom. I'm gonna throw this Anita on and we going make these pancakes in that bathroom. Better be done.
Oh man, the worst job was the bathroom.
Bro, I hated that.
Give me sweeping all day.
I sweep all day.
I sweep the whole
I
house.
sweep all day. Do not make me do no
No,
bathroom.
make me do no
Yeah.
bathroom.
Like, everybody be in this shit.
Hey, the whole squad in there, and I gotta clean up. Nobody clean up after each use.
Right. That's wild, bro. That's crazy. All right, man. Let me know any inspiration or any motivation or anything like that.
So I do have a inspiration. I heard this from I say a lot. I'm sorry, Erykah Badu. So she was saying that the world is built of 85% of people are followers.
Okay.
10% of people are creators, and then 5% are observers.
Okay.
Now we've kind of sometimes fallen into that 5%. 5% of the people who see things, but they're the ones who get shunned and stuff like that. But we're also on the line of the creators. 10% of the creators also kind of observe, but they create and change the world.
Okay.
We lean more to that now, where people want to be led. Those 85 people want to be led, but we have to lead so we can create. We have to lead in that feel-good music. James Brown did it. Patti LaBelle did it.
Oh man, James
J.
Brown
Cole
said
did it.
So many for chicken change. What is chicken change, James? What is
For that change that he bought that chicken wing for, you sold me out.
Stole
for
James back.
for some chicken
change. Jesus Christ, my bad.
But that's what I mean.
But that's a good one though. That was real philosophical. Mine is a quote from Maya Angelou: "Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it."
Amen.
Maya
Amen.
Angelou, the queen.
The queen.
That's it. But yeah, that was all I had. If y'all still with us, we appreciate y'all. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, God. We love you, God. I'll continue with.
No, I was just saying this was a good one.
Yeah, it was definitely a good one.
Solid. So we appreciate y'all. We back with another one. We will be back again next week.
As per
Consistency
usual.
is key. Real
Yes,
rap.
sir.
So if you haven't done so already, go roll one up.
Please.
If you have already done so,
Pack a
go
bowl.
roll another one.
Pack of wolves. You need a little closer.
Right. Get a little closer real quick. Okay, get yourself together.
Go ahead, get yourself meditated. Please get meditated. That's the one thing. Go out and see the sunrise if you can. I don't know if you got to go somewhere, but sit out in peace. Get yourself back to center. Even if you don't know how to meditate, just sit there and look at shit.
People watch. It's hilarious.
It's great times.
People
and then
look
come back to reality a little bit, but you'll be a better person for it.
Yeah. And then stay highly blessed, highly favored, and highly focused.
Thank you, Jesus. We love you, Jesus. Amen.
Blessings.
Adios, amigo.
You a dickhead.
I'm home.
Oh, fool. It's really Cinderella 99 and the white. It's not White Widow.
What is the white?
Right,
Clan.
That's right. Right.
Tahoe?
Right. That shit is, listen, the White Tahoe cookie shit is this. Look, that shit was crazy. Also known as Tahoe Cookies Indica. The White Tahoe OG and unknown Girl Scout cookies cut.
This is the whitest thing we've ever seen.
Ever, bro.
That's why we feeling like this.
That's why it is 99 cocaine, 99 cocaine cookies. 99 cocaine cookies. This is what I'm saying.
He's the 99 cocaine.
99 cocaine cookies.
I'm
I'm just saying, my bad.